What's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's Pinball Effects tournament video. So this week I think is going to be fun, especially for the next 3 weeks, because we are going to play and have one ball challenges on the 3 new tables included in the Williams Volume 8 pack. So I sent out a vote on YouTube in the community tab, and I put a vote out basically asking what table we should play for this week, right? And so I'm looking at it now, and I said that the most votes by today would get would decide which one we play. So Black Knight 2000 came out on top with 54% of the vote. Earthshaker got 8%. And Bonsai Run got 38%. So I was actually looking at that poll throughout the week, and Bonsai Run was like ahead of Black Knight 2000. So kind of interesting to see that Black Knight 2000 was the one you guys wanted to play. So 13 votes total. And so that's what we're going to play this week, Black Knight 2000. I didn't know which one to choose, honestly, but I think I would have went for Black Knight 2000 for this week's One Ball Challenge. But I could have also easily chosen Earthshaker. But BK 2000 it is, and let's talk a little bit about this challenge on Attack from Mars. And let's talk a little bit about some of the things that we're experiencing with the limited attempts. So Balchi, he suggested I do limited attempts, and I wanted to try it out, right? And my feeling is that limited attempts is, for lack of a better word, very limiting. I think it puts a lot of pressure on the tournament. I think it's good sometimes to have that kind of pressure, but I think when you are playing with that, in mind, that I only got 10 attempts, it just puts so much added pressure on doing well in the tournament, right? And I kind of felt that. But also, since these are new tables, I wanted everyone to just play as much as they can. These are the new tables that came out. You should play them as much as you can. And so we're going to go back to unlimited attempts. And unless I can figure out how to make it like daily attempts, that would be a lot better, because I think so far there's no option. At least I'm not seeing it. So if you guys know how to do it, let me know, because I was talking about this with Gapvic in the comments. I think I've only experienced that on like Zen Studio tournaments hosted by Zen. But I didn't see it in the options when I create my own. So let me know if you guys figured out anything about that. But we'll go back to unlimited, just because I think 10 attempts is too much pressure, for a tournament. And plus, we already have one ball. The one ball plus the 10 limited attempts just makes it that much. It's like double the pressure, right? And so we don't want to make it too hard. We want to make it a little bit, we want it challenging, but not too challenging, right? And so that's what the one ball is already doing. And so the way I look at it is Attack from Mars is just one of those tables we always come back to, right? 5-minute challenge, one ball. And it's pretty fun. I mean, it's withstood the test of time. It's known as one of the most popular pinball tables IRL, but probably more so digital. I would say that Attack from Mars, really picked up speed when it came to digital platforms, because you have to remember it released in 1995, just when pinball was sort of, on the way down, because Williams closed in 1999. They closed shop in 1999. So this was, I always think it's an interesting kind of time, because you have these really great tables like Attack from Mars, Monster Bash, Medieval Madness, that are releasing just before Williams ends, right? And, that's due to a lot of reasons. Williams was, I think, they were trying to innovate. They were trying to think of ways to, better their profits. And I think, that kind of, ended up being their downfall, because, if they just kept on doing what they did, we would have still had tables, more pinball tables. But Williams/Bally, I think after they closed shop, they went back to the coin casinos. I think because if you watch movies now or TV, you can see like the Bally logo at like Las Vegas casinos. So I think they're still operating. I don't know if it's the Bally logo, but I think whatever business they went into is still they're still into it. It's just not pinball. It's like slot machines, that kind of stuff. Let me know if I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember. But that being said, Attack from Mars is just one of those epic tables that you like to play, right? But I will say that this one ball challenge on Attack from Mars really made the table feel a lot more difficult, right? And that's not like anything earthbending, but because I'm so used to playing Attack from Mars on like a 5 minute or just a regular, right? And it's such a high scoring table that you just feel like if you're not scoring a billion at least, you feel like you didn't even it wasn't worth the try, it wasn't worth the effort, because it's just that high scoring. I think my score on the leaderboard for a 3 ball is 16 billion. So these games, Attack from Mars, can go very long, especially when you're talking about a 3 ball, because you can get extra balls, you can light specials, and the scores can be astronomical. So, but I will say that this 1 ball challenge with 10 attempts limited total, 10 total attempts, made Attack from Mars seem a lot more challenging than I'm used to. And I think a lot of people, when they think of Attack from Mars, they're not used to it being challenging. It's almost sort of like one of those tables, because it's really a table that attracts new players, but also it's has enough depth where it's peculiar to advanced players too. So that was really interesting. I tried to start this cow video mode. I could never do it, but it's a cow video mode because it's basically the saucer mode, the video mode where you're attacking the saucers, but instead you're attacking cows. And so the way to activate it is you have to hit the big O beam or the tractor beam, and whenever you see a cow animation, you press the launch button and you'll hear a moo. And then apparently the second time you do video mode is when you'll have the cow video mode. So I tried to do it. It's kind of hard to do because anytime you hit those ramps, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to see a cow. But you'll actually see a lot of references to other games. Like if you hit the tractor beam ramp or tracto ramp on the right, with the cow on the cow art on the ramp, sometimes you'll hear the voice, "No, not our hot dogs," and apparently that's a reference to Funhouse, unless I'm confusing that with something else. So there's a lot of references. There's even, I think, a reference to Move Your Car. They stole our car. When you hit the ramp, you'll see a car. But also, it's kind of random when you hit the big O beam, because you're gonna get different like animals, like a duck, I think, is one. There's like a Godzilla one or some kind of creature like a Godzilla. So I'm wondering if that's like a reference to Godzilla. But it's something I never noticed. But when I played it this week, I did notice that, which was pretty cool, because you can play a table like Attack from Mars and think you know everything, but there's just so much. It's funny because the video that you see on the left is the 1 ball that I tried on the single player, and I got around 3 billion, right? But in this tournament, you can see here that I got 1 billion, right? When I used up all my attempts. So, what was cool was I actually finally got a super jackpot. It's after you get the multi-ball going, you hit all the jackpots, and then the super jackpot will be lit, but it'll be moving from different lanes to make it harder. And so I finally got it, and I felt so cool. It was like, super jackpot! That's why we play pinball, right? The jackpots and all the crazy call-outs. But I think, from understanding, from just that one play and through my 10 attempts, I think to do well on a 1 ball on Attack from Mars is maybe a multi-ball. I think a multi-ball is definitely helpful if you can do it, but it's kind of hard to start. I definitely say getting the, attacking the flying saucer, and getting used to hitting the flying saucer. And of course, on Attack from Mars, you have the most SDTM straight down the middle drain you've ever seen in pinball. It's basically, you have the those targets blocking the flying saucer before it goes down. So, you have to hit those in order to activate the attack wave, or you can get it from stroke of luck. But I think one of the things that makes Attack from Mars kind of difficult sometimes, when you have that added pressure, is that straight down the middle shot can be easily avoided in most cases. A little nudge in most cases on Attack from Mars can, put the ball back into the flippers, or even like a tip catch. I'm not even sure exactly what the right term, but if you watch gameplay of Attack from Mars and if you play it yourself enough, you'll know that even though it seems like a straight down the middle kind of shot, there's just enough maneuver to put the ball back into the flipper. Now, I have played Attack from Mars, the real machine, a couple times, and it does play a little different. I'd say it's a lot harder in real life, I think, for the most part, on most tables, just because of the difference in physics. But, I hardly nudge in real life. I think I was talking to Raul about nudging and how it's so important. But nudging in real life definitely feels different because it's not as easy as pushing a button. You have to actually physically move the machine. And these machines can be, bulky, up to 200 pounds or more, depending on the machine. So that's what I'll say from Attack from Mars and the One Ball Challenge. And let's congratulate Gapvic back to first place with 9 billion points, close to 10 billion. Congratulations, Gapvic. I know that last week, Gapvic, when we started the limited attempts, he was confused. He thought it was daily. So really happy to see Gapvic in first with the daily. With the total attempts being limited to 10. So it just goes to show, he's able to still get a high score even with that pressure. So congratulations, Gapvic. This was a hard table to do, not easy. And of course, people in our tournament are good players. So enjoy that first place victory. In second place, we have Balchi99 with 6 billion points, just underneath Gapvic. Balchi was the one who suggested this table and the limited attempts. And I always, anytime I speak about Balchi, I'm always thinking about Attack from Mars. But Balchi is actually really good at the 5-minute challenge. And I just keep on thinking Balchi's like Attack from Mars is his table. But, with each table and each challenge, you're going to have separate leaderboards. So, you could be good in Attack from Mars on a 1-ball, but you may not be good at a 5-minute and vice versa. So congratulations, Balchi, on second. In third place, we have Moonface Maddie. Welcome, Moonface Maddie. This is Moonface Maddie's second tournament or third. But, Moonface Maddie is relatively new, so nice to see you again. And you came in third place, look how close it is to Balchi. A couple 100 million, right? 300, 400 million points. So very close. And remember from last week, Moonface Maddie was in first. So nice to see that Moonface Maddie is still in the top 3. In fourth place, we have McHaleThin with 2 billion points, close to 3 billion. I hope I'm not saying million. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. My apologies. So congratulations to McHaleThin there in fourth. In fifth, we have Krobs with 2 billion as well. Look how close this is, fourth and fifth. Only a couple 100 million points. See? So you have really close competition between certain scorers. In sixth place, we have UTD 4000 with 2 billion. In sixth, still very close there. In seventh place, we have Bad Jack Daniels with 2 billion. And take it in seventh. Still relatively close. The 2 billions, from 2 billion to 2 billion 464 million, it's just 300 million, right? In eighth place, we have Dracky Barks with 1 billion, close to 2 billion. So congratulations to Dracky Barks. I like this new background here. They added, what are those, daisies? And in ninth place, we have Geronimo in game with 1 billion 500 million basically, so only 300 million off here. So congratulations to you, Geronimo, my friend from Germany. And in 10th place, we have Crane with 1,480,000,000. So look at here. This is just what? 19 million differential there between 9th and 10th. I came in 11th with 1,308,000,000. That got that on my last attempt. I was kind of happy when I was just to get to 1,000,000,000, you know, because it is kind of a hard table in a lot of ways to get to 1,000,000,000, because you can easily trick yourself out and do a straight down the middle shot and it'll just drain, right? And then it's gone. In 12th place, we have Jabba the Blade with 831 million points. Jabba the Blade is new to our tournaments. I think he joined last week, but he also has tournaments that he tells me about. So thank you to Jabba for letting me know about your tournaments. Like I say in many videos, if you guys are running a tournament, just hit me up, let me know, because I would be more than happy to play in your tournaments. I love pinball. I love supporting my friends. So just let me know. And I try to find you guys when I go down the tournament list. I'll look for names that I'm familiar with and just join the tournament if I can, find it. In 14th place, we have Wombat in the Hat with 661,555,555. In 15th place, we have Urko with 640 million. I thought Urko was enemy. Oh no, I'm confusing that, because last tournament Urko he beat me on the score on the leaderboard, and I was confusing that with this tournament. Sometimes you can get the tournaments confused, but congratulations to Urko for 640 million points. In 16th place, we have Carpy's Son, level 100 with 590 million, close to 600 million. And then in 17th place, Trevor C. Moore with 498 million, close to 500 million. So congratulations, Trevor. I don't know if I've formally met you in our tournaments, but your name seems new, so welcome to the tournament, welcome to the channel. Let us know if you want to, let us know about yourself. Up to you, doesn't matter. But thank you to everyone who joined in this private tournament on Attack from Mars. Now let's go and let's create our tournament for this week on the new Williams tables. Oh man, so it is Black Knight 2000. It's going to be public because last one was closed. So one ball challenge, realistic. This is new. I don't think this was on the previous patch where you had the choice, because I think it was just one option. So we'll do realistic, unlimited players, unlimited attempts. Okay, so unlimited attempts. And we do 6 days. We're back to our normal schedule. And let's go here. Oh man, this is awesome. I know a lot of you guys like the soundtrack, so I do too. I mean, how can you not? So here's the tournament ID, A3VT, and let's go. No limited attempts. Play as much as you want. Oh yeah. Let's go. I am the Black Knight. So I was talking to Urko, and he said the strategy is to just stay in the upper playfield because you can't drain the ball that way, right? And that makes so much sense. There's the fast loops, all about the timing. And we have an extra ball lit, but I thought this was a one ball. Okay, maybe it's just a score then. Oh, it feels so cool to play a new Williams, right? It's just like when you get a new pair of shoes, you're just trying to break them in, right? Oh man. You got the power. You got the power. You got the might. And I think, get ready for battle. What's a good score on this table? Oh no. Hurry up score, okay. Okay, thank you. I can do it. Thank you. You can do it.
No way.
I like when he says, no way. No. Lightning award. Give me big points. 200,000.
No way. Give me your money.
I like when he says, "Give me your money," and then he laughs. It's like, because it kind of feels like a pinball, like, you know, like if a pinball machine was like a person, you could definitely hear it saying, "Give me your money." I mean, that's what they were. Oh, come on, man! That was awesome. But yeah, and I still have to figure out the magnet save. I think it's just pressing the launch button when you have it lit. But that's also a huge part of this table. So I'm going to leave it there because I want you guys to start playing, and I want to start playing myself. So I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time. And have fun with this tournament. That's what pinball is all about. Have fun, right? Till next time, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.